Live from WTVO 17 and your home team. Eyewitness News at 6 starts now.
The man shot by Rockford police over a month ago is once again behind bars. The murder suspect was apprehended by U.S. Marshals.
COVID vaccines get closer to approval. Winnebago County health leaders explain who will be in line to get the shots first.
And a popular summertime event in Rockford faces a financial crisis. City market organizers share what the community can do to support local small businesses. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. A man wanted for a September murder is back in jail.
The U.S. Marshals Great Lakes Regional Task Force arrested Tyrus Jones this morning in Loves Park. Jones is charged in the murder of 25-year-old DeMavly Macklin. Macklin was shot several times in a car on Furman Street. Jones was shot by a Rockford police officer October 2nd following a police chase. Prosecutors say police knew Jones was a suspect in the deadly shooting when they pursued him. Yesterday, the officer was cleared of any criminal charges. Jones is also charged with attempted vehicular hijacking from that day. He was released from the county jail after posting $200,000. He was due in court yesterday, but didn't show up. He has a bond forfeiture hearing at the end of December. A court date for the murder charges has not yet been set.
For nearly a week and a half, far part of Illinois sees its coronavirus positivity rate drop. It's now at 15.8%. This is the 9th straight day that's gone down. In Winnebago County, 15.8% of tests are positive. It was 16.1 Tuesday. Boone County still the highest at 22.2%. That's about a half of a percentage point less than yesterday. Winnebago County health leaders give an update to how a COVID vaccine would be distributed around here. It would first go to frontline workers like first responders and healthcare professionals. Residents in congregate living facilities like nursing homes would be next. Head of the health department, Dr. Sandra Martell, says communities hardest hit by the pandemic will also be some of the first to get vaccinated. A clinical pharmacist, part of the local vaccine distribution team, says people should not be worried about the shot's safety.
If a bad vaccine goes out that's not safe, that is not advantageous to anybody. It would further inhibit anybody else from taking another vaccine down the road. So this has always been of importance to the group going through and promoting use of this vaccine.
Dr. Shriver says everyone should be able to get a COVID vaccine for free. No word yet on when the FDA will officially okay shots.
An investigation is underway into coronavirus outbreak at a veterans home in Illinois. At least 27 veterans have died after contracting COVID-19 at their nursing home in LaSalle. Reports say another 200 residents and staff have been infected. Illinois Department of Veteran Affairs has asked for an investigation into what caused the outbreak.
We need to try to figure out what happened here, whether it was whether there was a potentially a protocol breakdown on the site, or whether there's something that we're just missing.
Members of the Veterans Affairs Committee are looking into potential causes of the spread. That includes poor use of PPE and improper screening of employees and guests.
Even though Rockford Public Library locations are closed, you can still get your hands on your favorite books. RPL says you can schedule an appointment for curbside pickup. Staff sanitize everything before your appointment. Last week we told you coronavirus caused RPL locations to shut their doors. Some will reopen December 2nd. However, the Rock River branch on 11th Street recently closed for good. Library resources can also be accessed online, including ebooks and audiobooks.
The COVID outbreak forces a local organization to change how it helps people in need during Thanksgiving.
Rockford Rescue Mission administrators tell Ari Bruckman nothing was going to stop them from giving back.
For the past 56 years, the Rockford Rescue Mission has been feeding Thanksgiving meals to anyone in Rockford who needs it. This year, COVID has forced them to pivot from their traditional way of hosting, but there was still plenty to go around for everyone.
Our people who are staying overnight with us are indoors eating like they normally do. So they're having a pretty traditional banquet style inside, and then our community outside, we can't have come dining in with us. So we've come up with a very different way of being able to still provide them with that same meal that they're receiving inside. So we have 4 tents behind us, one for meals, one for gifts, one with our Hope Clinic, and one for prayer.
One Rescue Mission resident tells me he is blessed to be a part of this experience, and it's the family environment at the Rescue Mission that makes this Thanksgiving so special. Reporting in Rockford for your home team, I'm Ari Bruckman.
Winnebago County residents celebrating Thanksgiving Eve with a drink will have to find their own designated driver. The Winnebago County Sheriff's Office will not be giving free rides home this evening. Sheriff's deputies say residents should stay home due to COVID-19 mitigations. Officers say festivities can be celebrated at home with carryout. The organization that runs Rockford City Market turns to the community to keep the event going. The Rock River Development Partnership set up a GoFundMe. The nonprofit's asking for donations. Administrators say COVID restrictions led to reduced attendance this year, resulting in a substantial deficit. Organizers of the GoFundMe hope the community can come together to support local businesses.
But we really feel that this market, is so important for the community. They've obviously really embraced it from day one with the local vendors. It's so important to support these local small businesses.
The first city market was held in 2010. To donate, a link to the GoFundMe is in this story on mystateline.com.
A Rockford nonprofit that's a safe haven for inner city youth gets a donation just in time for the holidays. RockHouse Kids was given $5,000. It's from the Guy Reno Family Foundation. RockHouse says the money ensures kids will have meals during the winter. The nonprofit provides take-home food bags and daily essentials to 250 children 4 nights a week. A local group supporting the Byron nuclear power plant pushes to keep the momentum going.
The Byron Station Response Committee wants to build a broader coalition to get the word out about the plant. The committee was formed by Byron School Board in September. The group had planned to talk to state lawmakers during the fall veto session to get support for an energy bill to save the plant. But the veto session was canceled due to the health crisis. The committee now will push for legislation during the spring session.
You now have a new place to work off your Thanksgiving meal in the state line. Beloit's POWERHOUSE RIVERWALK is open for pedestrians. This completed section fills in an 850-foot gap in public access to the riverfront between downtown Beloit and Riverside Park. It's adjacent to the Beloit Powerhouse. That facility is a combined student and community center being revitalized by Beloit College in a decommissioned Alliant Energy power plant.
Now, your first warned weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Candice King.
Well, today was a good day to just kind of lay around and take a nap all afternoon, right? We had the cloud cover, the fog, and the rain that lasted through much of late morning and into the afternoon. Our rain moving out, but our skies, they'll stay cloudy as we go through the rest of this evening. A live look with our Merced Sky Track camera up in Beloit, Wisconsin. We've got the clouds, and we'll likely see a little bit of fog kind of redevelop as we head through the overnight tonight. We've had quite a breeze coming in this afternoon from the north, but that wind will begin to lighten up as low pressure moves further away. In fact, as that low pressure system moves further away, it's taking that rainfall associated with it as well. Rainfall totals, however, area wide, adding up to over an inch in many spots. It's been dry. We needed the rain, but today it got a little more on the soggy side. Now, we're still going to keep those clouds around. You can see actually how far back to the west and to the north that cloud cover does extend for us here for this evening. Actually, a nicely wound up low pressure system showing up on our water vapor imagery, this cutoff low. A lot of you folks saying, actually, I've had my headache and a migraine here the last couple of days, and this could be a response to it with that low pressure system coming in and that pressure dropping. High pressure will move in. We've actually got some dry air coming in on the backside of that as another ridge of high pressure kind of builds up over the upper Midwest. But unfortunately, with that incoming high, we're really not going to see that cloud cover move out. We get moisture trapped in the bottom part of the atmosphere, so that'll leave those clouds lingering through what looks to be a good portion of our Thursday. We're going to be dry tomorrow, but we'll wake up to some of that cloud cover. 45 right now in Rockford, 40 in Freeport. Our weather watcher Mike just north of Forston this evening checking in with 41 degrees, cloudy skies, and had 7/10 of an inch of rain come down today. 43 in Belvedere, Janesville, and also in Rochelle. So let's kind of plan out these next couple of days. Notice through tomorrow morning, we've got the cloud cover. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of that fog redevelop, although should not be quite as dense as what some of us woke up to this morning. There were a couple of dense fog advisories early this morning. Now, Futurecast gets rid of that cloud cover by noon. In some places, we may actually hang on to that into the early afternoon as our wind begins to shift around to the southwest. Gets a little breezy tomorrow. Weak cold front comes in early Friday. All we'll likely see from that is just a little bit more cloud cover during the first half half of the day on Friday, but then clearing out, and this will pave the way for a fairly nice Saturday afternoon. As far as our Thanksgiving Day is concerned, temperatures will be starting off in the 30s. Cloud cover lingers into the afternoon. Highs tomorrow in the mid and upper 40s. Let's jump ahead to next week because we're going to get a pattern change as we welcome in the beginning here of December. We get this split flow in our jet stream. So we get a cutoff low pressure system that develops down over the southwest and the southern plains. Northern branch of the jet stream is pushed to the north of us. How these two jet stream branches work together will determine, one, how cold we get next week, and two, with this pattern change, if we see any snow develop as a result. But there is going to be a rather big and significant pattern change. In fact, could get quite stormy along the eastern seaboard as we get a big dip in the jet stream start to develop, and that may actually linger for the first couple days of December. So 38 degrees, that's where we head for tonight. Cloudy skies, they'll continue. Fog will develop overnight as our winds will stay light, up to 48 for tomorrow afternoon. Overall, not too bad of a Thanksgiving. Not our warmest Thanksgiving, but still a little bit above that average. 46 on Friday, 49 on Saturday. Here comes that cold front Sunday. High temperatures, they drop into the 30s, guys, next week, but we're actually not that far from where we should be. Our average high temperature for the beginning of December.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with Sports Director Scott Leber.
Well, Matt Nagy still isn't revealing which quarterback will start for the Bears Sunday night against the Packers, but it's sounding more and more likely Mitch Trubisky will be the guy. His shoulder is said to be healed. Nick Foles' hip is still a concern. David Montgomery will be back on the field for the Bears. He's completed concussion protocol, and he has been cleared by doctors. Montgomery says this was the worst concussion he's ever had.
It was just really a lot of uncomfortability, not being comfortable, thinking, it's just a lot of stuff that, partake in that sense of my head and how I was thinking. So I just had to be smart and honest with myself.
There's one less NFL game on Thanksgiving Day's menu. The Ravens-Steelers game that was to be played tomorrow night has been pushed back to Sunday because at least 10 members of the Ravens have tested positive for COVID. Well, you have to go back to the Darren Williams, D. Brown days to find the last time there was so much optimism going into a Fighting Illini basketball season. The Illini ranked 8th in the preseason AP poll. They got things started this afternoon in Champaign against North Carolina A&T. Kofi Coburn is back, and he controlled the paint. A man among boys, he scored 18. Ayo Dosunmu could be a candidate for Big Ten Player of the Year. He's going to drain a 3-ball. We go to the second half now, and it's more Coburn down low. Again dominating. He also had 10 boards. Dosunmu will fire in another 3. He scored a career-high 28. The other story was Peoria freshman Adam Miller. He'll get the lay-in. He set an Illini record for a freshman in his debut by scoring 28 points. The Illini ran away with this one 122-60. They shot 55% from three-point range. Illinois State had a tough opener. The Redbirds lost to 23rd-ranked Ohio State 94-67. The college women also tipped off their season today at NIU. The Huskies hosted Horizon League favorite Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis. This is Michaela Brandon, a 6'1" junior, hitting the fadeaway off the glass for NIU. Shelby Coker in the paint, the sophomore, showing some moves. She led the Huskies with 21 points. Paulina Castro, a senior from Elgin, then knocks down a 3. But IUPU had too much size inside for the Huskies. NIU lost 85-61.
Warn interactive radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and More shows the rain showers moving out, but the clouds will stick around as we go through the night tonight. Could even see some fog kind of redevelop as we head through the overnight hours. Temperatures down around 38 degrees when you wake up tomorrow morning. You'll wake up to some cloud cover, but we should stay dry and may even see some fog too. By the afternoon, we'll see a little more sunshine. Another cold front comes in early Friday. Keeps our temperatures in the 40s, comes through dry. We'll see a little cloud cover early Friday morning. Breezy on Saturday, but sunshine does return. Winds will pick up though on Sunday. Another cold front comes in. This will drop our highs into the 30s, guys, as we head into early next week.
Even with temperatures a little low, sunshine always helps.
For sure. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again at 10.
Stay safe.